Hey everybody, I'm Chuck. This is my new video series, Living Beyond Abuse. It's for people who are survivors of abuse, in my case, childhood sexual abuse. So if you're on any kind of recovery journey after any kind of abuse, hopefully you'll find some value in these videos. This is my first video of the series. I'm really excited to get it moving and get some information out there that'll help some people. I'm on a hike this morning. I thought I'd bring you guys with me. I live in Sedona, Arizona, and it's rainy season right now. It's monsoon season, so it's really beautiful, really humid. And I wanted to bring you out and share the morning with you. I wanted to start this first video with giving you a background of myself, let you know where I'm coming from, what the foundation is that I speak from. I'm a survivor of 10 years of sexual abuse as a child. It started when I was 3 years old and went on till I was 11. And then the psychological abuse went on for years after that, a few years after that. My abuser was my father, so there's a really intense and intricate dynamic there that I'll be discussing in future videos. My childhood, I thought I had a normal childhood. Growing up, I guess we all just know what we're raised with, and it isn't until years later when we're adults that we look back and realize how good it was or how bad it was. We compare it to what other people went through and realize in a new way from an adult perspective what we actually went through as children. And that's definitely what happened to me. Originally, the memories of my abuse were suppressed, which is common with childhood sexual abuse. It was too traumatic for my brain to deal with, so it hid the memories from me. It didn't allow me to think about it until I was older. I went through my teen years and my 20s thinking I was fine and nothing ever happened, and I was just depressed, and I was just kind of shameful and self-blaming and weak and submissive, and I thought that's just who I was, when in reality that's who I was taught to be by my abuser. Again, something I'll talk about in later videos. But I moved into my 20s, and it wasn't until my late 20s, when I was in college, that I started to have memories come back, really confusing memories of the abuse, and it was shocking and it was confusing. It wasn't until I was about 31 years old that I finally accepted, yeah, you know what, I was abused as a child, and it was my dad. So it hit me like a ton. It was very confusing, overwhelming amounts of emotion pouring out of these memories. That's when I went into therapy. I probably have had 25 therapists in my life, none of whom were actually sexually abused, especially as children. I know because I asked them. So therapy's good, don't get me wrong. I endorse therapy. I think it's a great stepping stone. It's a great element in the recovery process. It wasn't until my early 40s, 10 years after I really wrapped my head around the fact that I was abused, that I really started to dig in and work to unpack and overcome what had happened to me as a child. So I went for 10 years drinking excessively, masking these memories, ignoring what I really started to know to be true about my past. I was miserable for a decade. I took a job I hated. I was in a marriage that it was loveless, basically. I lived in this little house that was dirty, and I thought that's what I deserved. And so there were a lot of intricate emotions and elements that were affecting me my whole life. And at about the age of 42, 43, I said enough is enough, and I started to dig in and deal with it. And for the last 9 years, I've been really sorting it out and overcoming these elements. And that's where I am today. I'm at a place of peace and real joy, which I never thought existed. I'm at a place of forgiveness, which, if you're now in a place where you're at the beginning of your recovery journey, the word forgiveness is probably not in your vocabulary. But I'm going to share every step of the way what I went through. And then after that, my ongoing process of every new day, of new things I discover, and how I work through them and move beyond them. So hopefully these videos will help you. You'll find value in them. If you have any questions right now for me, please leave them in the comments below. And to support me on this journey to make these videos, please like and subscribe to help keep me going. And you can reach out to me, like I said, here in the comments or at my website, which is chucktyler.com. You can access my book there or do private sessions with me. But other than that, I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.